Hello again, Danny H. Retro Game Master here, and here are my 2025-26 Championship predictions. We've done League 1 and League 2, and even the National League as well, but now it's time for the Championship. The second flight of English football. In 24th spot, basically, unsurprisingly, I've got Sheffield Wednesday down there. I don't think anyone doesn't know what's going on at Sheffield Wednesday at the moment. It's been so publicised. They've got so many off-field problems. They really are in deep, deep trouble before the season's even started. They are out of a transfer embargo, which is the only crumb of comfort for them. But they are really in a mess at the moment. And unfortunately, I can only see one direction they're going, and that is down to League One. It is an absolute tragedy for any club to be in that sort of mess. But a club the size of Sheffield Wednesday is even more so. I hope they get themselves sorted and get themselves back to where they should be, but I think this season they are on their way down. It is such a shame. And in 23rd spot, just above Sheffield Wednesday. Now, I think the teams above them will be involved in a real scrap, but I think this is how it will go. In 23rd spot, I've got Charlton. Charlton came up last season from League One, but I just don't honestly think they're good enough for Championship level. It is such a shame because I really want them to stay up. I really would like to see them stay up and give it a fight like Oxford did last season. But I just feel Charlton are just not good. I just don't think Charlton are strong enough for the Championship. They have made some decent signings, but I just don't think they're quite good enough, unfortunately. And in 22nd spot, in the last relegation spot, I've put Oxford United. Now, Oxford stayed up last season, and quite reasonably comfortably as well. But I think this season they might just get a bit found out this season, and I think their luck may run out this season. So I think they'll be on their way down, which is a real shame because I think they are a comparatively small club, punching above their weight. But I can honestly see them going back down again. I just don't think they'll stay up this time. And in 21st spot, I think this will be a close run thing because I think all the teams in the relegation area, I think will be in a real dogfight this season. But in 21st spot, I've got Hull City. Now Hull City are under a transfer embargo as well. They've obviously got off-field problems because of that, which is causing that. And I think they are going to be having problems this season. I think they will be down there. They may very well go down. But I'm predicting that they might just stay up, just narrowly. But I think they are going to be involved in battle. They might even go down actually, and one of the others, and Charlton or Oxford may stay up. But I can honestly see Hull City really struggling this season. And in 20th spot, just above Hull City, I've got Preston. Now Preston really have faded badly in the last few seasons. I think they've been mid-table for a few seasons, and this season I really think they're going to be struggling. I think it could be that they're struggling this season. They are one of the oldest clubs in the English Football League, but I just think Preston. I just don't think they're going to be. I think they'll be surviving, and that's about it. I don't think they're going to be really setting the league alight. And in 90th, just above Preston, I've put Watford. I think Watford are a difficult team to place. They could do well. They could do really badly. I've decided to put them in 19th. I don't think they'll go down, but I really seriously cannot see them getting involved in any promotion fight either, battle for promotion either. I think they're going to be 19th. I think they're going to be down there. I don't think they'll go down, but I really do. I don't think they're going to have a particularly good season. And the same for Stoke City in 18th. Stoke have really struggled the last few seasons. They are really, really in a bad. They just haven't hit the heights, hit really good runs of form and tried to get themselves back in the Premier League since coming down from the Premier League a few seasons back. Well, a number of seasons back actually. It was quite a while. It is a shame that I've got Stoke down there, but unfortunately they're just not convincing me that they're going to be doing much this season at all. In fact, I think they're going to be down the lower reaches of the league. I cannot see them really getting out of that either. I honestly don't think they're going to be getting anywhere near where they should be, which is getting towards the Premier League. But I think they're going to struggle this season. And just above Stoke City in 17th, a bit of a shock here because they have made some good signings. But I've put QPR. Now, QPR, I think, will have a far better season this season. I think they'll be well away from relegation. I mean, the last few seasons I thought that they may go down, but I think this season I think they'll do a lot better, and I think they should be aiming higher in the league. I mean, they may even finish higher in the league. I don't know. I mean, they have made some very, very good signings, and I think they do look ambitious. So I think QPR 17th. I think that will be a decent position. They may even be higher than that, and they might even be top half of the league. In 16th spot, another team that I think could do better than where I predicted them is Portsmouth. Portsmouth, I think, are a team that's definitely on their way up. They are slowly getting themselves up the league. I think they'll do far better this season than what they did last season. Well, they didn't do too bad last season. I think they are a team that's going to be that I think better times will lie ahead for them. I think they are definitely on the ascendancy. I don't think they'll get promoted. I think that might be a season or two too soon, a season or so too soon for them. But I think they'll have a good season. I think they'll do well. But I don't think they're quite ready for a promotion push yet. And 15th, I've got Blackburn. Blackburn, they did actually quite well. They have actually done reasonably well the last few seasons, but they're a bit of an up and down side. They seem to make a promotion challenge, then they seem to do badly. I think this season they are going to be comfortably mid-table. I don't think they're going to be involved in anything really. They're not going to be involved in any relegation scrap for sure. They might make a flirt with the playoffs, but I think it's going to be mid-table for them. I don't think they're going to be much higher than that. They've got a few signings in. I think they might do I think they'll do reasonably well. And in 14th spot, I've got newly promoted Wrexham, the Hollywood FC as they're known now. Wrexham are a bit of a difficult team to place, really. I mean, part of me thinks that they'll get involved in a promotion push, but I'm not sure about that. I'd like to see them get involved in a promotion push, but promotion challenge even. But I just think I think they need to find their level. I think they need to find their feet in the league. I don't think they'll go down. I think they're a bit too strong for that, and they're far worse teams in the league. But I have put them in 14th. I think they're going to be around mid-table. I think they just need to adapt to this league because it's going to be a much harder league for them to put a foothold in. And in 13th spot, just above Wrexham, I've got Derby County. Now, Derby actually surprised a number of people last season by staying up comfortably. I think this season they look even stronger. I think they could potentially make an outside challenge for the playoffs. I think they're a far better team than people think. I think they are definitely on their way up. I think they've put the days of Wayne Rooney being in charge behind them. And I think now they look like a much better side now, who are definitely on their way up. They definitely will be staying in the Championship. They won't be going down at all. Like I say, they might even flirt with the playoffs. In 12th spot are another team who always seem to do well in the Championship, apart from a few seasons where they sometimes struggle, and that's Millwall. Now, Millwall, I think they will definitely make a flirt with the playoffs. They always seem to be there or thereabouts. They always seem to be around mid-table or flirting with the playoffs. I think they are going to have a good season, Millwall. I think they are due a good season. I think, they might go up. They might be in the playoffs. They might actually get themselves up there. But I think there's a few other teams that look a bit better placed for a promotion push in terms of budget and club size. So I don't think Millwall will be far off. In 11th spot, I've got Swansea City. Swansea, again, I think they'll do well. I think they are capable of changing for the playoffs. At the moment, they're the best team in Wales at the minute, unless Wrexham finish above them, of course. But I think Swansea, again, are another team capable of making a playoff push. They look a lot better than the last few seasons. I think they will be definitely up, heading towards the playoffs. They have got some good signings. I really do fancy their chances this season, but I don't think they'll quite make the playoffs. I think they are going to have a good season though. And in 10th spot is Bristol City. Bristol City really did got to the playoffs last season but they were beaten quite comprehensively against West Brom in the semi-finals. I think Bristol City are a team that's kind of rebuilding and transitioning a bit this season, so I don't think a playoff push will be on the cards for them. Although that said, I don't think they'll be far off. They are going to be up there somewhere. I think I don't think they're quite ready for a promotion challenge yet, but I think they are having a rebuild, and I think they shouldn't be far off. I don't think they'll be far away from promotion, but I just cannot see them actually getting up just yet. I think in a few seasons they may be in the Premier League, but I just don't think it's going to be. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll be this season. In ninth spot, we've got Norwich City. Now, Norwich, I think, are another team that's definitely capable of getting up the league, getting themselves into a promotion push. They won't be relegated at all. I think we can write that one off. But they definitely will be up, heading towards the playoffs. They look a decent unit this time. I think they look more. I think they look more stronger than last season, and I definitely can seriously see them making a beeline for the playoffs. Whether they'll get there, who knows? But I think they'll. But I don't think they'll be far off at all. In fact, they may even sneak into the playoffs this season. In eighth spot, I've got Middlesbrough, another team who I think are capable of challenging for promotion. But I just feel they're going to come up a tiny bit short this season. They always seem to nearly get promoted, but then they just don't quite make it. Again, this season, I would like to see them get into the playoffs, but I really think this season it will be. I think they will be up there. They will be challenging. Again, I can't quite see them making it. And in seventh spot, just above Middlesbrough, I've got West Brom. Now, West Brom actually got to the playoff final last season, and this season, I seriously cannot see them being far off at all. They are going to be up there. They are going to challenge. They do look a good unit. They could get into the playoffs. They might not. I mean, I think there's a lot of West Midlands rivalry, which will be good for the team this season. So I really think West Brom, they are going to be up there. They are going to be challenging. And I really do think they're going to have a good season. They may sneak into the playoffs as well. So we'll see what happens. In sixth spot and in the first playoff spot, I've got Coventry City. I think Coventry will do very well this season. They've done well the last few seasons. They definitely punched above their weight for a few seasons, but I think they look much more your organised unit this season. I think they seriously definitely will be up there this season again. They are going to be challenging for promotion. I'd like to see them get into the Premier League. I really would, but they might do. They might make it. I mean, I've got them for the playoffs personally. I really do think they're definitely going to be up there. I cannot see them not challenging, in all honesty. And in fifth spot, the third of the promoted sides, Birmingham City, they came from League One last season. Birmingham absolutely won League One by canter last season. They were just far too strong for League One. And they have made some very good signings, so I reckon they're going to make a serious promotion challenge this season. They won't be far off at all. They will be challenging for promotion this season. I think it's more likely playoffs, but I think Birmingham City will definitely be challenging this season. Like I say, I cannot see them not challenging, to be honest. In fourth spot, the first of the relegated sides. Now, Leicester City do have a points deduction, which I think will hinder them. But I don't think it's going to be enough to see them challenging for promotion. They will be in the playoffs. I think it will be playoffs rather than automatics for Leicester City. I think that will hinder them. If they didn't have a points deduction, I think they would have been up in the top two. I really do seriously think they are a very good side. They've come down from the Premier League. They've got parachute payments. They would definitely be up there. But I think the points deduction will hinder them quite a bit this season. So I think it's going to be playoffs. They could win the playoffs. I don't know. It's just. I mean, that's why I've got them in the playoffs and not the top two, because the Premier League there seems to be a few teams in the league above, and the Championship teams just don't seem to quite make it, unfortunately. But anyway, Leicester City in fourth place. In third spot, and they missed out on promotion. They were involved in the promotion hunt last season, and that's Sheffield United. They were very unlucky. They scored a huge amount of points. Another season that would have seen them promoted in top spot. But I think again, they will definitely be up there. They could sneak into the top two. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, to be honest. But they definitely will be pushing for promotion this season. They will not be outside the playoffs at all. They may even be in the top two. I have put them in third place because I think again they have got a very good chance of getting promoted. It's just unfortunately we've got a few Premier League teams that are down, that have come down. So unfortunately they've got the parachute payments and they've got the spending ability. So I think that will tell this season. In second spot, I've put Southampton. I think Southampton will have a very, very good season. They should get themselves back up. I cannot see Southampton not making promotion this season. They do look a very organised unit. They really should be. They should definitely be up there. They should challenge. I just don't think they strengthened enough for the Premier League last season, which is why they basically sunk without trace. I think they'll learn from that this season. I think they should do a whole lot better this season. I think Southampton will be a much better unit this season, and I think they'll stand them in good stead for next season. That's why I've got them in second spot, because I think they will make a challenge for promotion. In first spot are another team that I didn't think strengthened quite well enough for the Premier League last season, and that's Ipswich Town. They just didn't make. They tried to stick to the same team. They made a few signings last season, but it just didn't work out for them. They just weren't quite strong enough, and I think that did tell for them last season. That's why they were relegated by quite a margin. But I think Ipswich will learn from that. They should get promoted. They have got a very strong team. I think they will learn from their mistakes from the last time they were in the Premier League if they do go up. So I mean, I can see them making some very good signings. I think they will challenge a lot more next season. But I think this season they should be up there. I cannot see them not being promoted, to tell you the truth. They will definitely be up there, and I can see them getting promoted this season. Ipswich. If they don't, that'd be a big disappointment. But I think they definitely will be up there. Anyway, that's my the Championship predictions for 2025-26. Take care, guys, and I'll see you soon.